So you've named your squad for the qualifying game against Portugal, of course, at Tallaght Stadium. A strong squad. What can you tell us about the squad?
Yes, I've named 22 players. It's a mix of experienced players, players that have played all the way through the campaign, and I've introduced some new youngsters who did well last month. We had a camp in Wales with 2 games against the Welsh national team, and we did very well over there. And the youngsters did very well indeed, and a couple of them have forced their way into the 22. So I'm looking forward to see how they mix with the more experienced players.
Tegan Ruddy and Roma, those 2 players. It was a really positive camp because Wales obviously very experienced against your young side. How did you draw from that?
That's correct, yes. It was a very much inexperienced squad, I suppose, that we took, probably 6 or 7 experienced regular players. The rest were made up of some of the girls who've been doing well in the league here that I wanted to take a look at, and indeed some of our better underage starlets like Tegan and like Roma. And they really did well. Leanne Kieran did well also, as did Sean Fox and 1 or 2 others. So I think this is the next step for them now, to introduce them to even a higher level again. This is a competitive environment now. It's a competitive game. Obviously, everything around the camp will be that bit different. Some of the even more experienced players will come back. So it's a good introduction for them and a good opportunity for them.
The final qualifying game, of course, against Portugal, a team you've already beaten in this campaign. What's the importance of this game?
The importance is to win. I suppose all through the campaign we wanted to win every game. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for us. Unfortunately, we're going into the last game at home and we can't qualify. Initially, when the draw took place, I wanted to finish on a home game in the hope that we had something to play for. We don't have qualification to play for, but we absolutely have everything to play for because we want to win the game. We want to beat Portugal particularly because they're the 4th seed in the group, and if they took points off us, there's a possibility they could make their way into the 3rd pot for the next qualification series, which would really be a big blow to us. But they could be coming here in a couple of weeks' time with the chance to qualify themselves. They took points off Finland just after we disappointingly lost in Finland in June. And I'd said all along that I felt they were going to take points off teams. So again, it makes our result in Portugal look really good now at this point. So they play Finland 4 days before they come to Dublin, and if they win that game, they're coming here looking to win for 2nd place. So it's vitally important that we prevent that happening.
Obviously, we can't qualify for the championships, but what are the positives you've been able to take out of this campaign? Because there have been a lot of young players involved, and so one for looking for the future, maybe.
Yes, absolutely. It has been disappointing, and we did set our stall at the beginning. We wanted to finish 1st or 2nd to give ourselves a chance. It didn't work out that way. That's football, unfortunately. We've learned from our mistakes. I suppose the 2 Finland games are the standout ones for us that were particularly disappointing. But look, football, you're only as good as your last game, and our last competitive game, we beat Montenegro. We had a record number of goals, 9 goals against them, and a lot of different names on the score sheet that day, which was a positive. I think introducing and integrating new players over the course of the campaign, and indeed in Wales last month, has to be a positive. I think this team is a work in process. I think we're very close to pushing on to the next level, and hopefully the experience we've gained in this campaign will stand us in good stead for the future.